afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmates. So today we're going to present our PPT. The title, the focus, or our PPT is all about leadership management, but we're going to focus to the theories and style of leadership. But before anything else, we would like to let everyone to stand up for our little organization. So please stand up everyone, stand up. Okay. So Kagulo na siya ang organizer, it will just take 3 minutes. The options are just like this. Then a little bit faster. Faster. A bit faster. Faster lagi aja. Last one. Last one. Mas pasok na niya. So that's how we're going to our warm-up. So we're going to have our discussion already. So nalingaw ang tanan. I hope nalingaw ang tanan. So the head topic is all about leadership management. Then our focus topic is theories and style of leadership. So I am Darren Celos.
And I'm Clardy C. Yes.
And I'm Anjo Nicobol.
So we're going to report the theories and style of leadership. But first, let me ask everybody, before anything else, let me ask you some questions. Do you see yourself as a leader? Like, what is your basis as a leader? The next question is, do you believe that leaders are inborn ability or trained ability? So first, to answer those questions, so in my own opinion, everybody can consider himself as a leader. We have different types of leadership. It only matters on how we apply this certain situations. Then the second question is, do you believe that leadership are inborn talent or trained? For me, either of the two, but I totally focus on it is trained. Kailangan i-train ang ability as being a leader. For example, we have these mga summits, leadership summits, to hone different kind of leaders. So next, now let's go into the theories and style of leadership. So what do you think will be the theories and style of leadership? Anyone? Anyone? So the first is, so let us define first the theory and style of leadership. So theories and style of leadership provides the framework for understanding the whose leader, influence, motivators, and management teams and organizations. They have evolved over time, reflecting challenges in society and organizations and individually. So as what I had said a while ago, everybody can consider himself as a leader. So we can influence others. That is considered a leader. We can motivate others, and also as we reflect on every situations in our society. So, kanang gusto na ay gusto na ay changes. That is also trait sa mga leader. So now, we're going to start the theories of leadership. So what do you think will be the first theory of leadership? Is being, not just a picture, based on the picture of Sinang also, right. That's trait theory of leadership. Trait theory. So, suggested that the leaders are born with certain traits that can make them effective. So, like, di ba ang leader kay sometimes i-train na sila para become a leader. Pero number one ng leader. Kasi like pagkatao pa lang nagana na sila ability. For example, mga instructions. That is considered a leadership. The next is the common trait, individual's intelligence, confidence, determination, integrity, and stability. So those are the common traits of being a leader. So, di ba, you can say nga, intelligent, like siya, na evolution of sound pag use ang mga skills sa every person na around niya. The next is focus on identifying the characteristic and difference leaders from non-leaders. So, di ba, everybody is considered to be leaders, pero among the leaders, patuloy sila yung leader. Kasi like, among the hierarchy. So, if this is the leader, napagay sila mas leader. Mas leader ang lead pati sa leader. So like, kanang kang thought na leader siya, tama siyang leader. Pero sa iyang pagka-leader na pag-lead, nag-lead niya para mas mahon yung skill of being a leader. So that is also a trait sa being a leader. The next is behavioral theory of leadership. So the next theory we're going to discuss will be the behavioral theory of leadership. So this is the behavioral theory. It emphasizes what leaders do rather than traits. So opposite siya sa trait, behavioral mo ikikita ng being leader. Kasi buhaton sa leader in certain situations. Leader can be seen as a skill that can be learned, focus on the behaviors and actions of the leaders. So, example, nasa leader, everybody is considered a leader. Leader sila, yan gitanaw ang ability sa katapanan, kaya ito sila sa leader. Naka siya, gusto yung leader, so mag-imo ako, mas build ako mag-build ko ako ang leader. Dahil ako siya yun, yung mga kapan, mag-join sila, mag-join mo ngayon. Yan, kailangan ko nakikas ng leader para mas makuha siya, mas makikilat ng leadership. And often divide into main categories. So, divide ang kaming behavior is divided into two. The task-oriented and then people-oriented. So, when you say task-oriented, I mean focus on the task. Focus on accomplishing goals, setting standards, and assigning so, ang nila is totally focus. While the people-oriented emphasizes building on relation, supporting team members and developing trust. So like, ilang i-develop ang trust nila, ito lang, sila mga co-workers. So next will be, so next will be the contingent theory. So propose that there are no best way to lead effective leadership depends on the situations. So like buka nga, kani nga situations mas mahal siya, pero sa pika situation mas mahal siya. So dili na ito i-compare ang both leaders. In a certain situations, dili siya kabalik nani, dili siya kabalik nani. So may mo ascend in every situation, nabi mo ascend na somebody who leads sa community. And also, different approaches may be more effective depending on context. Like the nature of the task and the team characteristic and the leadership style. So, like, mo depend with being a leader sa factors na ma-affect sa certain situations. Then also, the contingent theory includes the feeders contingent model that match the leader's task, the task-oriented and relationship-oriented, create the appropriate situations based on the task structure and the leader members relationship. So like, kani ka feeders contingent theory model, yeah, is focused on both task-oriented and the relationship-oriented. Like, in every task, you relate to sa relationship with the member and the leader. The next is the Blanchard situational leadership theory. Suggested that the leaders adjust their style based on the maturity and competence of the followers. So, like, example kanin, i-banabana dito na situations, kanya ako, kahit kanya siya ganito na style of leadership, pwede siya o hindi. So, those are the things na makakonsider sa Hershey-Blanchard situational leadership theory. So, next is the leadership member exchange or LMX theory. Focus on the relationship between leaders and individuals, individual team member emphasizes the importance of mutual trust and respect. So like, example, siya butan, ako kay Juan, ako kay Nani, so exchange ni, puli-puli ni. So, just like the said on the other kanina, they do that like every 9 months, so in the whole group ng leader, tapos sila yung like, dito, mas hindi ko na sila. Then, itong daw, ako nani ko trabaho, si Arjun kay butan ko siya, na kumpa siya long time, so exchange mo yung mga anak na dito sa kanyang pagkumarin, kumpa sa long time, mga anak sa Arjun ako, gusto nyo ka nani ko ka, kasi so, nag-exchange ng ideas, concepts, and para mas nabig ng mga relationship as being a leader and a giver. Next is
transformational leadership theory. So, focuses on leaders who inspires and motivate their followers to achieve extraordinary outcomes in the process develop their leadership capacity. So, dili ay kay ang leaders inspire sila o motivate sa iyang mga followers in order na sila galit, like, kanang mapili lang, mabilang din sila sa usa ka kanang usa ka kumpanya, so, yun na, ma-feel din sa akin, ma-feel din nila bilang sila lain. So, emphasizes vision and the ability to create a positive change. So the key components include idealized influence. So, acting as a role model, earning followers' trust. So, dili di ay ang leader di ay buak sila sa role model sa usa ka group, like ganun sila nga sundon din sila sa ilang mga kanba teammates na like ganun galing ganun sila nga ilang teammates ko ilang mga galing kasi motivation, articulating, profiling vision. So, once sila like motivate gid sila nga. Like for example, sa usa ka trabaho, like masayot ka, naipas putik mo ani mo leader ka. Okay ra na. Ani ko kanang sa sunod di mo dapat mo karon mo sa sunod. Dili ka dapat magkuhan sa mistakes ka. Mag-focus ka sa kanang kalamuhan nimo like kaya yung ma-achieve ka so intellectual stimulation, encouraging creativity and innovation. So very na encouraging creativity. So like encourage ka, encourage individualized consideration, focusing on followers' need for growth and achievement. So, kung sila, mas dili ka focus niya sa pinang need sa mga followers, like, para ma-achieve kayo nila yung goals.
Space bar lang yun.
Next is transactional leadership theory. Based on a system of reward and punishment. So, na siya ikuan ng rewards and punishment. Like for example, yung theory na itong ano mo, imong battle ka mong task and then makumplito to nimo, ano mo na kay rewards. Kung dili nimo makumpleto, like bilang ka sa one, dili ka na apas, line. So, nakay punishment ko. Hindi siya ang transactional leadership theory. So, leader use clear structures, providing specific rewards for compliance and discipline for non-compliance. So, kung ano yung ang tingin kanina nga, dapat i-medyo yun. Pas ka sa oras, dili ka mag-play. Same ba ito sa kailangan kung sa trabaho na then, focuses on short-term goals and maintaining the status quo rather than transformation. So, short-term goals na sila long-term life sa transformational leadership. So, next, servant leadership theory puts the needs of followers and team first, emphasizing service to others. Leaders prioritize empathy, listening, building, stewarding, empower, and develop their followers. So, like for example, sa isang company, naamo tanan, gather mo tanan. Okay, ang diri sa leadership theory niya kay ang leader, mukuan siya, like iyang i-prioritize sa kanang mga needs sa iyang mga followers, like for example, na sila i-add na ideas, na sa kapan, na sila ikuno. So, ang leaders dili, mukuan sila, like, ilan yung paminaw, sa istorya, nila i-kuan galit, nila i-balawala sa istorya sa mga in order para sa decision making, mukuan din nila, the aim is to create a supportive environment for everyone. Right? So, one day mas kay pinawin ito sa leaders kay ideas. So next is path goal theory. Suggests that a leader job is to help followers achieve their goals, direction, support, and reward. So, one dali na kanang leader buhaton sa leader kay help sa iyang mga followers para ma-achieve sa iyang goals o provide siya directions and support o rewards for like comply with mo Gagawin ba? Dili kay ikaw may makikita pa ang agi ka para mamila pa na. Eh, di ka pala no-clear na good instruction good para ikaw magbubuhat. Then, supportive leadership, focusing on the well-being of a team members. So, participative leadership, involving team members in decision making. So, appeal ng team members sa ilabang decision making in order para makuhaan sila galing. In order gather ko daw nilang ideas, information, para kuhaan. Para ma-finalize niya ang service. So, achievement, oriented leadership, setting clear goals and encouraging high performance. So, dili ay kay ang ilaha kay pero ang ilaha kuan kay dapat high performance.
Leadership style. Advisor ranges their leadership style. Leadership gave their team members significant freedom in how they complete their tasks. So, siya ay tagaan niya ang mga leaders, matag siya ng freedom sa kung saan pag-complete sa task na giyatan dapat giyatan sa leaders. They provide minimal supervision and allow for autonomy which can work well with high-skilled and motivated teams. However, it can lead to confusion and lack of direction the team lacks experience. Autocratic leadership style. Leadership make decisions unilaterally without much input from team members. So, i-guide everyone ang decision namin sa leader kay delegate yung gather of information sa iyang mga uban. Suitable for situations where quick, decisive action is needed or when working with inexperienced teams. Let's proceed to democratic leadership style or participative leadership style. It involves team members in the decision-making process, fostering collaboration and engagement. Leaders encourage participation, feedback, and discussion, leading to higher team satisfaction and innovation. Can be time-consuming, so it may not be suitable. In crisis situation requiring fast decisions. So, this is more time-consuming because everyone part of the team will give their own opinion and they will exchange their opinions. Then they will charismatic leadership. Similar to transformational leadership, it focuses on leaders who use their personality and communication skills to inspire followers. Charismatic leaders create a strong vision and connect with followers on an emotional level while it can be highly motivating. It also relies heavily on the leaders' presence and influence. Adaptive leadership. focuses on the ability of leaders to respond effectively to changing circumstances and challenges. Leaders are flexible, resilient, and capable of guiding their teams through uncertainty by mobilizing them to adapt and find solutions.
So we're going to end we're going to end the before we're going to end our discussion, let me end it with a quote. Leadership is not about titles or position or flow charts. It is about one's life influencing another. So, being a leader is a big responsibility on every individual. So, that's all, sir. Thank you.